Hey folks, hope you're having a good day. Today, for the first time in a long time, we are playing Space Haven. Let's get started. We're doing the new, so this is actually the pre-release version of the game. The official production release of the game this is RC5 is the version we're playing. The official production release of the game comes out in the middle of next month. Right now, it's April as I'm recording this, and I'll probably upload it pretty soon after. And I think the mid-May is when the release date is. I don't remember the exact date, but stay tuned for that. But this is the version that is going to be released, barring any further updates. You're starting the station game mode, which I've never played before. We'll see how it pans out. Roleplay as the owner of a station trying to establish a trade hub somewhere in the galaxy. Expand your station gradually by mining nearby asteroids and trading with visiting merchants. Watch tourists come visit your station and defend it from factions wanting what is yours. You can either start directly on an asteroid with very humble beginnings, focusing first on facilities needed for survival, and expand your station gradually by mining nearby asteroids and trading with visiting merchants. Watch visitors board your station for services you offer and defend it from factions and other threats wanting what is yours. For beginners, learn the game mechanics in the basic platform scenario in the normal game mode. We're trying this station game mode. Okay, so yeah, we know the game mechanics. Start in space. Start with migration containers and shuttles and select your spot on an asteroid to establish a new base. Expand your station gradually by mining nearby asteroids and trading with visiting merchants. Watch visitors board your station, etc. Start scenarios for more experienced players. We're going to do the asteroid start because I haven't played the game in a long time, and also because I've never done the station game mode before. And we're going to do the brutal difficulty. So there have been some nerfs to the overall game difficulty since the last time I played. They made the blue crystal generators more efficient, for example. And there's a bunch of little tweaks like that that have made things just a little bit easier. And they've also done some big quality of life improvements to like the game UI and stuff like that since the last time I played. So hopefully, some of the stuff will minimum skill level required for this scenario is 1 mining, 1 construction. Oh, that's cool that they have that now. So it won't let me start the game unless I have at least 1 point in each of these 3 things. So I got construction of 5, industry of 3, mining. I don't know if I like mining too. Let's see. We are on brutal difficulty though. It doesn't let us reroll anything on brutal difficulty. Let's see if this is playable. Surrender. Looking at the surrender chance of our crew members, all of them are in negative, which is good. We have decent piloting to start with. Mining is our only big weakness. We have really good construction and really good research, so that's not too bad. And we've got a couple folks at least with decent weapons. We've got 1 person that's a decent fighter and 1 person that will eventually be a decent fighter. Hopefully we'll pick up more crew members along the way. I don't know. We'll find out. They also have full names now, I noticed. I think they only had first names before, but I could be... No, they had full names before. What am I talking about? Anyway, let's get started. Wondering why your crew members take a long time to heal. They might have multiple injuries, which could take many days. Give them time to rest. Okay. This is our start. First thing we're going to do is hit spacebar to pause the game so we can figure out what the heck's going on. And this is the tutorial. We're going to follow the tutorial for now, again, because I'm very rusty. Let's start by building a tools facility. Okay. What is this? Blueprints are placed in a pause state. Oh, cool. That's cool. You can plan your future expansion. That's so awesome. All right. Added a lot of stuff. Most of this was here before, but like pod hanger, asteroid, shuttle hanger, asteroid, all that stuff's new, I think. What am I looking for? Oh, we should have paid attention to the... Here we go. Objects. It says objects, but I don't see anything that says objects here. Do you guys see that? Oh, it's object here. Okay, my bad. Resource. Full facility. Yeah, so I'm very, very rusty, as you can see. I think I don't want a bunch of industry stuff to be near the airlock. I think we're gonna... What are we gonna do about power? Oh, they redid some of the art too. Look at this. This is a new Energium generator. Let's do the blueprint mode and figure out where we're gonna put some of our industry stuff. Do we need a hull stabilizer first? System points. We need a system core first. Okay, so this is construction pause. How do I unpause it if I want to actually... I just click on this to unpause construction. Okay, cool. So that's also a quality of life feature. I can actually pause and unpause construction at any time here. And I also noticed that there's an option to prioritize resources. That's pretty cool. Those were not things in the previous version of the game. Doesn't let me place that until I've done this. Okay, whatever. Let's do... resources. Yeah. See what things they're gonna start doing here. And a bunch of things on the asteroid that we can explore, and some of them have some pretty gnarly obstacles. So there's robots guarding some of these. There's a couple aliens guarding this salvageable object. There's robots guarding this salvageable object, and you can see that there's this outline showing where the dangerous area is. This is a claimable area. Interesting. We've got to clear all those things to claim that section of the station. Looks like we already have access to that. And then we have another claimable area here that has what looks like a cargo pod? Salvageable object, it says. I think that's like the pod that delivered the robots, maybe. It's what it looks like. Like one of those robot pods. Yeah, we'll let our guys do their thing for a minute and see what they do. They're mainly distributing supplies to the various things right now. What are they actually putting in here, actually? Oh, hull blocks, so they can build hull. Got it. Okay. Build with the following objects: the system core X1, X2, or X3. That's what we were trying to do before, and it wouldn't let us, so now we can do that. Or no, rather, I should say that was the blueprint that we put down. It wouldn't let us build anything else until this is built. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, now we should be able to start planning other stuff. At this point, I'm starting to remember enough that we can maybe... Okay, it wants us to do an Energium generator next. So we'll plot that out. Fortunately, we can't fit it here. I think this will be okay. I want to put it... I can't put it right next to that because it's facing that way. So this is going to be fine for now. We're going to put some walls in here to make things a little more comfortable for our crew. And then let's have the door be over here, farthest from the generator. Which color door? Let's use this door. Why not? Okay. This is going to be our generator, and then this will get resource priority. No available resources. I think that's it looks like they're already getting it. And then this gets high priority for construction. Now probably it's going to have me build life support, I'm imagining. It's on backup power for now. But this should get sorted quickly because we're loading blue crystals into here. Now we need thermal regulators and wall thermal regulators. If we can put one over here by the generator. I mean, right now everything's cold, right? What's the outside temperature? It's cold all around outside. So we're going to need generators, thermal regulators more over here probably than by the generator. Probably we should have them in both places though. Such a weird location for storage. Why did they leave that gap there? I don't know. let's go with the 2 thermal regulators for now. And then we also need an oxygen generator. I'm going to start a separate room for life support here. Maybe we just put the oxygen generator in a separate room and put the gas scrubber in with the other stuff. I think that makes a lot of sense. Except there's no room for it here. Already creating problems for myself. We could start to build some more hull. Okay, so we're gonna... no, let's not put that. There we go. That should be enough room for a gas scrubber, and it's not going to get in the way of us building a bigger generator later. What are all these other things, by the way? There's an activate sketch tool now. That's interesting. So they don't have a separate menu for it anymore. So they did a lot of UI stuff to just make it less confusing, I think. Because a lot of these features were already here, but they just like moved them around to different places in the menu and stuff to make it easier because people were having trouble finding stuff, I assume. They did away with like the sub menus for the painting and all that stuff. That's kind of a good idea, I guess. Okay, oxygen generator and a gas scrubber. So we already built the oxygen generator. We need the gas scrubber over here. Nowhere to relax. Requires beds and a toilet. Yeah, okay. Let's wall off the oxygen generator. We might expand this little room later. There's not a lot of places of options for where to put stuff here. I think we just need to expand our hull again, probably. We want to keep the crew quarters further from the hangar. So let's build another hull extension that kind of goes out like this. I wonder if I could build stuff in this. No. Yeah, okay. We're gonna make it one more over so that we can... So this is gonna be a bed. This is gonna be a door, right? And then there's the corridor. So that should be good. And then how many crew members do we have? 6? We need a little more space than that. We want each crew member to have their own room, ideally. There's no reason... We got plenty of real estate here. There's no reason for us not to do that, I think. We'll probably have to put some more thermal regulators in here. And then we need a bathroom, right? Hey, Cannonball, how's it going? Doing pretty good. Can't complain. The only other thing is crew members are gonna have to path around this when they come out unless I build another airlock. I might build another airlock over here just to avoid that. Sorry, I'm like on multiple concurrent trains of thought here. Yeah, I'm having a pretty good week so far. What have I been really doing? Mostly, I mean, my work is making me do AI coding stuff. I'm not super wild about that, but it is what it is. It's kind of fun to mess around with. And then I'm just also doing some regular coding. I sprained my ankle the other day. Well, last night actually. I like tripped and fell in the bathroom and hurt myself. I felt like such an idiot. Oh snap! Getting holes punched in my thing over here. Hold on a second. Can we maybe fix this existing hole before we pause the... Okay, we don't care about that apparently. Let's I'm gonna turn this into a sketch for now. And then we'll come back to that. Could we perhaps fix the whole reach? Is that possible? Here we go. Here we go. Okay, that's better. That was a little scary. Now we can go back to this. That's just a little bit. It's not. I didn't sprain it too bad. It was kind of like a minor sprain, but still a little bit sore. On the corner here, let's put in some furniture. I wonder if I want to. Yeah, I want to eventually for them to have furniture in these individual little rooms. So I think it makes sense for me to leave a space here. What furniture options do we have actually? Bedside table is the only one that's non-decorative. So we'll put in a bedside table. How many soft locks do we have actually? 14. That should be enough. We might have to put them in 2 shifts or something. And then let's put in a thermal regulator along the back here. I think I'm gonna have windows along the back, facing out over the asteroid. And then this is gonna be our bathroom, I think. I think I miscalculated the amount of space this was gonna take up, and I need to allocate way more hull for this. Okay. Oh, we need to put some vents going through the walls here too. Okay. How about you? How was your week? Okay, mostly. That's good. Yeah, them again we can potentially trade with. I don't think we have a transmitter yet. Maybe they'll land on the thing and come trade with us. I don't know. And again, we still don't have enough space here. Maybe we build back to back. Be nice if we had a corridor cutting through the middle. Let's move. Let's make a corridor that goes through like here, I guess. No, we'll have it go through here. So this is gonna be corridor. I'm gonna do it like this first, just so we can get this kind of blocked out. Does this make sense? It does. Yeah. Okay. So this bedroom is gonna be pulled out. Then okay, mostly nothing special going on. I did get an SSD, so now I have enough room to have most of my Steam library downloaded now. That's pretty cool. I just noticed we're like running out of everything here. I haven't been paying attention to my resources really. We should probably start trying to claim some of the stuff that we have here. It's kind of just vibing, and I need to be like focused on exploring and resource gathering and all that kind of stuff that we normally do. We don't have a toilet still. Guess I'll just have to deal with that for like a day. A little worried about the energy situation. I think we might have enough for solar panels though. Let's look at the Zephyr. Okay, we do have the option to trade with them, even though we can't hail them. I think anyway. Okay. I mean, it gives us the button to hail them, but I think it won't. Oh, I guess we can hail them. Go figure. Maybe they did away with the ops console or something. Maybe it's no longer required for hailing. What do we actually need here? Blue crystals, right? Their blue crystals are at a premium. They're giving us water on cheap, though. I think we maybe sell some hull blocks here. We need a combat stimulant. I don't know. We're gonna sell 2 hull blocks just to make some money for now. Okay. That's gonna be our quarter. And then from there, I guess it doesn't really matter where the rooms are. They're gonna be 4 long, right? Unless I probably want to do flush with this, so they're opposite each other, just to save a little bit of space here. Okay, I think that should be right. So this is gonna be the corridor, and then we'll build 1 bedroom that way, and then I'll build out the rest in a minute. I just want to be able to move the furniture that's already here. They're calling us. I wonder if they're asking us for something in particular. Just noticed half of my crew is idle here. We should probably have them doing something. Who's good at fighting? Looking for weapons skill. So Drew is going to be one of them. Unfortunately, he's in the construction pod right now. So it's Drew and then Reyna and then whoever else I feel like throwing in, basically. Let's check we can check the accuracy scores. We Drew and Reyna and Acacia. Wait till those guys land. Acacia, Drew, Reyna. It's weird that Acacia has the highest accuracy score. I guess it's based on her perception. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna give guns to the 2 higher accuracy guys. Let's do Reyna and Acacia because I want them both to get the weapon skill. I want oh, it's gonna be Reyna and Drew, right? Because they're the ones that have the opportunity to learn weapon skills. And then Acacia is gonna be team 3. And then who gets the combat stimulants? Their accuracy is both the same. Is significantly lower, actually. We'll give her the stimulant to just hang on to in her inventory here. Keep that in the pocket. Just the other way around because I'm already confused by my command groups here. So this is going to be team 1. And then these guys are going to be together, going to be team 3. Okay, we're going to send team 3 over to go check this out. Oh shit, I didn't realize there was dudes here. I thought it was safe. You're telling us we have no operations console. Draw a weapon, draw a weapon. I think they did change it so that accuracy improves with proximity. We're gonna back off a little bit and make him come to us. Problem we have here, I think, is that he's a little more accurate than we are. He's almost dead. One more hit, I think. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Took 2 more hits, but that's fine. Okay, we've claimed this area. Now we can mine this, presumably. Okay, that's all we really need for right now, I think. Hopefully. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off because we have no functioning operations console. Are we still trading with him anyway? I think we already did our trade. We have a ton of infra blocks. We could consider selling some of those, maybe. I don't know if I need to right at the moment, though. I forgot which one was going to be the Carter. I think it's in the middle here, right? Oops, wrong button. And this store is going to move over there. Oh, you know what? I have this backwards, actually. Actually, you know what? No, I guess it doesn't matter because we have to have those things in there either way. Right. Probably makes more sense in my head than it does out loud. What I'm trying to figure out is where the central Carter in between the 2 rows of bedrooms should go. So there's kind of 2 ways to do it. I can either have a Carter that runs all the way across and have outside Carters on both sides, or I can have what I could have had actually if I were smart. I would have 1 Carter in the middle that handles both, and then have rooms to either side. That would be the more efficient way. But maybe I'll do it that way actually, which means I got to move everything, which is kind of a pain. But whatever. Better now than later. I got tons of blue crystals now. That's huge. Okay, so now we're gonna move the beds here and here and here. I haven't built a toilet yet, by the way. Okay. And I have this door in the wrong spot, and it's kind of in the way. You know what? We'll put it over here for now, because I need the door there anyway. I think one of my dudes is blocked in here. Yeah, Raina got caught. There we go. Okay, we're figuring it out finally. Oh, it's coming together. I actually have an extra hull tile here because I messed up the spacing a little bit. Maybe we make that the kitchen, actually. Since we have that little bit of extra space. So I'll move this over here. This goes over here. Okay, and this could maybe be our lavatory if we wanted it to be. I think this is a good place for any as a good a place as any for a lavatory. Let's go ahead and put it over there. So move that. Feet of the bed have always got to be facing towards the door. That's the rules. I don't know if you knew that. Oh, there's no. I was gonna move the furniture that was already over there, but there was nothing to move. Okay. Okay. So when we're using those, what do they call those, emergency bags that they have on that they had on, the mission, like emergency evacuation bags or something? Crew members had to use until they got the toilet working on Artemis. Okay, got a toilet. I forget what they were called, but they had like basically they had to wrap in a plastic bag because the toilet was broken when they first launched, and they had to come and fix it later. You want to put a plant or something at the end of the hall here, like on the wall. I think we can afford that now, right? Any little things we can do to make the crew happier. Until it doesn't work, I'm not going, right? But you can't really test it until you get up there because it's like a special zero-G toilet, right? I guess they could test it. They could put it in a plane and like drop it, like the Vomit Comet bathroom experience. Okay, once we fill this in, that'll be enough. Build more or repair broken gas scrubber. Why is the C2 rising? It's cool that it gave me that early notice instead of being like, hey, your crew members are choking. I can handle bad food, no video games, no gravity, but no toilet. Nope. Yeah, right? That's a deal breaker for sure. This doesn't fit there. I think I probably want it near the crew section, but not in the crew section. Like maybe over here by the bathroom would be good. We'll give the gas scrubber its own little separate compartment near the bathroom. Actually, yeah, no, that'll be good. Oh shoot, forgot. I gotta wrap up for now because I got a 1 o'clock meeting. I'll probably come back and stream a little bit more after the meeting because this was a real short stream. It took me half an hour just like sorting out my audio issues. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to follow if you're watching on Twitch or subscribe. It's free if you're watching on YouTube. Cannonball, thanks for hanging out. Good to see you. And I hope everybody has a good day. Take care.